So I had my little spatula, my little knife. I use a knife. And so I'm just going to take that, and as you can see how I'm smoothing it out. You don't want it thick in some spots and light in other spots. You want to try to make it evenly all over your head. The reason why I use this fork, because I like the way that it has the little teeth at the end, because as you can see when I put the front part on, how it's going to make it lay down, but the knife gives it a clean finish. Take that and just go up, and I can feel it drying a little bit already, which is okay. I usually go up from my hair when I'm applying the glue. So now that it's dried a little bit, I'm gonna add some more glue. I told you I like mine to, my unit to stay on. With these glue things, sometimes they get a little clogged because the glue clogs up the hole. So when that happens, I just take a little needle or something and just open up the hole. And keep it moving. So I'm just gonna take the top off and we're gonna go straight to the glue. So there you see there's more glue coming out. And what I'll do is once I get this out, I'm going to use my knife again. Look at that. See how that's going back like that now? And you probably wonder, well, how do I start? How do I know where to start at the front? Well, you're going to make sure that you follow your natural hairline. And even though you are putting glue on, you can still see where your natural hairline is. So that's one thing you want to keep in mind, that you don't want to go beyond the natural hairline, because you're going to need that in order to do the front to make sure it looks really natural. I know I have a weird way of doing stuff, but it works for me. So let's go ahead and put that up there some more and smooth this back here. So we're gonna let that dry a little bit. Okay, now that the glue is dry, we're going to add our hair now. So make sure that you choose hair that is natural looking, that matches your complexion as much as you can. There's so many different types of hair out there, but what I use is I usually try to get something that matches my skin tone, that looks natural. You know, I see a lot of guys that have dark black hair, and then their beards are gray. So what you want to do, if you have a gray beard, you don't want to put a dark black hair in, because it does not look good. So what you can do is you can get a blend or mixture of hair that looks like a gray black. So if you can see the hair in my hand, I'm going to start applying this to my head. And so I really have just a simple process when I do this. I just take a bundle of hair and apply it to just stick it on my head, and then I start trimming it. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to start to apply the hair. Here we go. I know you probably gonna say, wow, how does he do that? So I just take the hair and just put it on my head. So I cut it up. It comes in bundles. I cut it up and then I just place it and just put it on my head, and then I start moving it around, covering up spots that are bald. Everywhere where I see a bald spot, I just take the hair and just move it around in those spots. Pat it down. Remember, the glue is on here, so the glue is still sticking. So everywhere that there's a spot that's exposed, you just take the hair and just press it down. You probably wonder, well, how in the world does that stay? It does. I'm a witness. I've done it before, and I can do it again. And I did it again and again, over and over. Anywhere where you feel a spot that's sticky, you see how this hair is just falling out? Well, that's a good thing, because that means that it's too much in that spot. So whatever falls out is okay. So we're gonna just keep taking hair, and wherever there's a sticky spot, just place the hair in that spot. And the reason, remember I was telling you that I don't use a scarf under it, because if you use a stocking cap or one of those caps, they normally come in black. But my scalp is not black. So if you use that, and if there's hair that is like thinning in small spots, it'll show that your head is black. Well, I like my hair to be natural, so if there's small spots, then that hair will look natural, because you'll see my natural scalp. So as you can see, I'm taking pieces out now. Once I start putting it in here, and pieces that don't stick, I just pull those out, because I'm going to use them again. So as you see now, you just keep patting it down. I usually wear an apron when I'm doing this, but since I'm in my own home and in my own bathroom, I don't. So as you can see, I'm picking up pieces of hair and just sticking it in and just patting it down. You want to just keep doing it, just press it down. And some people put a cap on, you know, why it's gluing. I just press it down, keep going around. Anywhere where I find a sticky spot, I place that hair. And if you notice, I left the front a little loose, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that front look really natural, and I will show you that in a minute after I keep pressing this down some.